pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. His guys been on a 2-game slide since winning their opener a few weeks back. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
A gain of 11 on the play. Result.
They'll run on first down. Church. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patel. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down.
On first down, Church. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Patel. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to fourth down.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second and 13. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Off the play fake. Patel. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Torres. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
A gain of 13 yards.
Now a give right side. Church. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Patel. Into space at the 45. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Results in a first down.
Up the middle they go. Church. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big... And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bass. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
Pass interference. Defense.
so pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bass.
3 yards.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
In motion left goes Watson.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They'll send Watson in motion right.
They'll run on 1st down. Durant. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Ten 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 43.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Back to throw. Patel. And a completion to Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Result is a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Patel. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Off-play action. Patel. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Operating from the gun, Patel. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now and 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Third down and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
They go play action here on first down.
And complete once again to Watson.
Complete to
Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at their 49.
They'll set up to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It's now third down and 16.
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold them to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving them the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll keep it on the ground. Durant. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
At the 6-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Patel. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Church. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
This 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Patel.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down. Patel. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Church.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. Patel. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point attempt to follow here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, what a move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 3rd offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
It's 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
They'll take over.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Patel. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 3. Operating from the gun, Patel. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Weaver. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance in here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patel.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken in at the 22. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And here now the offense heading back out there. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Operating from the gun, Patel. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Weaver. And he'll be out right at the 35. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a handoff up the middle. Durant. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
29-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play.
They'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Continues. He's going nowhere again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He finds his receiver, Watson.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of
The center receiver in motion to the right. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Now loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Church. And he stopped immediately there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled, and they're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
7-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. A drive there of just 4 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
They'll run on 1st down. Durant. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Here's a give up the middle. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that's going to tie things at 20.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Up the middle they go. Church. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw out wide is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Durant.
46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
It's not a huge breakaway run. If your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one able to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And they'll send Watson in motion right.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Back to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Patel.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Church. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Patel. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll look to throw here.
He'll try and do this himself.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And they'll send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Off play action. Patel. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Operating from the gun, Patel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, he's had success running the football on this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. 2nd and 13. Over the middle, complete. It's pass. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Durant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Durant. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Now we'll give right side Coleman.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Second down, goal to go.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead.
Number one, to understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7. A minute 24 to go. Well, they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Torres. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he slings one that's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Back to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. Result is a first down.
Just a critical breakdown defensively turns this into a huge play. And now you've got to get up to the ball and get moving.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. He's back to throw.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Weaver.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. At 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the home team here, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our